Welcome to Hey Dr. Sue. So people submit their sex questions to me anonymously, and once a week I post one question and one answer. Do you have a sex question you've always wanted answered? Go ahead and check out the description for information on how to submit it anonymously. This week's question is, how would you define sex versus making love? And I want to point out that the person who asked the question put making love in quotes, and you should kind of imagine there are air quotes every time I say that in this response. I have to admit, I don't usually answer questions that ask my opinion, but this actually comes up at live events more often than you might think. So let me own that these are my thoughts on this. For me, this really comes down to the level and type of connection. I think that when people have sex, they're engaging in a physical act, and that might be all there is to it. When people make love, they may still be engaging in physical acts, but the focus is more about connecting with a partner on a deeper level. But this is different for different people. So let me share some of what I've heard others say about the difference between making love and having sex. I've heard people say that making love is about specific sex acts or sexual positions, that if you're really making love, then you have to be face to face. I often hear this referring to men and women making love, so think missionary position or woman on top. But making love is about a deep connection, and that can be achieved in many different positions. And depending on the body parts involved, some of those positions might not be possible for a couple. After all, couples of all gender combinations can make love. Some people talk about the words you say during sex play, and that can dictate whether it's sex or making love, that there's more communication and verbal expressions of feelings when it's making love. And I can almost hear people laughing out loud at this because there are many people who will say lots of different things they don't mean during sex, including, I love you. And some people don't like to be vocal during sex play, so I don't want people to think that talking is a requirement for something to be considered making love. I've heard people say that if there's a level of vulnerability, then it's making love, and I don't necessarily agree with that either. For some people, having sex with a new partner can make them feel really vulnerable, but it can still just be sex. I know this wasn't part of the question, but I want to make sure that I'm saying this. When it comes to making love and having sex, I don't think that one is better than the other. I think they both meet different needs. People can have sex for so many reasons. They're horny, they're bored, they're doing it out of revenge, they do it so they can feel desired, literally thousands of reasons. And whatever those reasons are, they're filling a need at that moment. Making love can help you feel closer to a partner, but there are other ways that you can feel closer without having sex. So in the end, the distinction for me is about the type and level of connection that's happening. And I do think it's important for people to have their own way of deciding the difference between having sex and making love and communicating this with current and future partners. Until next time, be safe and have fun. Did you like that video? If so, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll know when new videos come out. Also check out the description to find out how to find me on Instagram, Medium, and Twitter. And make sure to check the description for links where you can submit your sex question.